Alright guys, what's going on? This is Midwest by Motorcycles back here with another video. Today I'm just doing some cruising around the city. You know, like whatever there is to look at, I'm going to look at it. But more importantly, I wanted to talk about what you should be expecting looking to get into motorcycling when you sign up, and like kind of what the process looks like. So first and foremost, here in the United States, you pretty much just have to get, well actually if you're 18, you could just go to the DMV. If you have access to a motorcycle, you just take the test and you're done. But I know in like Europe, they have like the A-tier licensing, like A1, A2, A3, and yeah, we don't have that here, man. You go, take a written test, show up on a Grom, take the written test, and literally, oh, there's no outlet over here, and literally go out and buy a fucking Hayabusa, which is really cool. What is this place back here anyway? Ring bell to enter. What are you? Okay. Oh look, there's a Chicago Tribune building. Oh my god, baby, let's go. So yeah, man, you could literally go get your license on a Grom and then just go full bore fucking turbo Busa first bike. Not recommended. Clearly not recommended. But you know, you could do that. But you know, there's probably some wise decisions you can make when you're going to go buy your first bike. And what are they? First and foremost, you need to do your research. It's one thing to say, I'm interested in motorcycling and I want to go and get a bike and like feel what that's like. I want to go fast. Like, it's easy to say all these things, but you really need to understand, one, the risk, but two, like how much goes into motorcycling. The two main things I didn't really realize were maintenance costs, gear is so expensive, and I was aware of the risk, but I don't think you're fully aware until you really wrap your head around what you're doing. So before you even go and sign up for your course, whatever, I suggest you go on YouTube and watch Dan the Fireman and listen to some of his streams about being prepared and being a smart rider and the risk that comes along with motorcycling and what can happen to you. And that's step one. Definitely research what type of ride you might be into. I kind of knew I was going to be a sport bike guy, but it turns out I'm a sports bike guy that likes to cruise, so I got a naked bike for a second bike. And, you know, try and figure out what you want. It's hard to know. Go to a dealer and like see if they'll let you sit on some bikes and really understand like what you might like. I don't know, things like that. And then lastly, get an idea for how much the real cost of owning a bike is. So to give you an idea, this bike was $7,000 at the showroom. It's pretty expensive for a used MT, but it was a 2019 bone stock. Had 1,900 miles on it. It was pretty much fucking new. Nothing wrong with it. But on top of that, you have tax and title, so that's a couple $100. You have insurance, which I only have liability and the lowest comprehensive insurance you can have on my bike, and I just added comprehension after a year of riding. Not comprehension, comprehensive. And I just added it because I started parking my bike downtown outside my apartment, under a cover and locked and all, but just in case you get stolen, you know what I mean? You never know. And for a new rider, dude, that shit's expensive. Like, you could easily be looking at 100, 120 a month. If you just get liability, though, it's 15. Not too bad. Not too bad. I got progressive. So yeah, that's the first thing, man. Do your research. Look into it. Second thing is you need to sign up for an MSF course. I don't understand how people, I mean, I guess if their whole family rides and they rode dirt bikes and stuff, that makes sense, but how people can just like kind of know, go take the test and just like go out and rip and not have any formal training. I think formal training is really, really important, man. Like, if I didn't get my formal training, there would be so many things that I would have been doing wrong. also just things I didn't understand. Like, as I said, I didn't really know how to drive a manual anything. I didn't really understand how clutches and, you know, like how manual gearbox worked. And taking the class just for that was immensely enlightening. They also teach you exactly how you can pass the motorcycle test. So, like, when you go to the DMV, you don't even think about it, dude. You're good to go. So yeah, man, I signed up for a program. I said previously, a program called Ride Chicago in here in Illinois. They were good, dude. It was 2 days. Instructors were really chill, really knowledgeable, and they taught me how to ride. And it was fucking sick, and it was in a safe environment, and it was just really reassuring that I wanted to do it. Not only is it going to teach you a lot, it's going to really show you, like, is motorcycling for you? You could get on a bike and be like, dude, no, this is too much. It's too much to handle. You know, you could definitely end up in a situation like that. So definitely take an MSF course. And then I would suggest, after you take the MSF course, to spend some time thinking about it. It's a commitment, man, and it's a money suck, so you really gotta like it to buy a bike. Or else you're just gonna have something that rots away in your garage and never ride it. And no one wants that, man. No one wants that. And then lastly, the test. Now, what do you expect out of the test? Well, when you go to the MSF course, you're actually required to have a permit. I guess I kind of missed that part. You can probably hear this loud ass train right above me. That's the L here in Chicago. Oh man, I used to work right next to this thing. It was so freaking loud through the windows. I used to work right over here in a building, in a client of ours. But yeah, dude, so you have to take a written test to get your permit, and you typically need your permit to take the MSF course. The written test is pretty easy. Most MSF courses provide you with some material to read or watch, and it's pretty easy. The test is harder than the driving test, if you remember taking that when you got your driver's license, because they put some like situational stuff in there, like when you're riding in a group, what position to be in, the optimal angle to cross railroad tracks, which I'm like, any way that gets me over, man, what the hell kind of question is that? Stuff like that. And then the riding test, you just ride around some cones basically, and they're like, hey, here's your license. God, it smells like fucking weed everywhere in Chicago nowadays. And so there's like 4 steps to the test. The first one, let's see if I remember up. The first one you do, here's the same fucking train. Let's just listen to it. There's been so many carjackings this year. I always look behind me because I feel like someone's gonna rob me. It may sound dramatic because, you know, I'm in like the city and not the hood, but it's just been happening everywhere this year. It's a little ridiculous. So yeah, the riding test is really pretty easy, man. I mean, I think the first one you like start from stop, loop around, do a weave, and stop. And then there's one where like you gun it. So many trains, bro. You gun it and you show you can stop with brakes confidently. And there's the U-turn one. It's not hard, dude. Just the thing with U-turns is you got to really know how to counter steer, and once you figure that out, dude, you're like, this shit is easy. And that's pretty much it, dude. They just slap your license. So and after that, you go get your bike, and you know, that first week of riding, good luck, dude. It's you could think you're the best in the world. I certainly thought I was pretty good. And yeah, man, if you're gonna have an incident, you're astronomically likely to have an incident in your first week. I amazingly have never dropped my bike. I think I was pretty mature about it. You know, that's the ultimate message here is, once you get the license, be mature about your decision, and be mature about what bike you buy, and be mature about how you ride it. And if you do that, you'll be just fine, man. Don't get killed on the street. No one wants to see that. Yeah, dude, take it slow. Ride your own ride. I know, like, follow people online. There's dudes like in Chicago has a huge stunt scene here. Like dudes like Brian 636. These dudes rip, man. They're animals on motorcycles, absolute animals. And you know, I got the bike. I'm like, I want to be like that, dude. I want to do this shit. No, I ride. I don't know if I really want to, but ride your own ride, dude. Don't rush into anything too quick. Dudes you see ripping fat wheelies on Instagram are either mega squids that don't care about their life, or dudes who have been riding their whole life and are extremely skilled on their bikes. All those stunt channels, dude, they're amazing. They are. It's like their bike is an extension of their body. It's really fascinating to watch. So yeah, man, that's all I got. Down here in the loop, I'll leave the camera running, just do some people watching for a couple minutes. I actually work down here. We're gonna drive by where I worked. I think there's a protest going on. Not sure about what it's for. I know there's an emergency vehicle behind me. There was a what's it called? A shooting in Minnesota last week, and I think that's caused some unrest. What's up, bro? Is there a fire? That's kind of... Let's hope there's not a fire. Is there any more coming? Let's cruise over here and watch them rip by. I don't know what's going on. Do I know there was some protesting today? I'd be so upset if that comes into looting again. It's the last thing Chicago needs. What do you know, man? It's right next to where I'm going. I don't know what's going on here. Probably nothing. Maybe a homeless person needs some help. That happens a lot down here. I hope everybody's alright though. It's actually a street I used to work on. I want to take a right if I can here. Yeah, man, I remember coming down here after the first riots and seeing all these broken windows and whatever. What's going on? Looks like nothing's going on, man. And shocking, this is the building I used to work in. Used to walk this way down to the merchandise mart right in front of us every day after work. Me and my girlfriend, we actually used to park our car at the mart. We were so lazy. We would oh shit, we would take the car and drive like 5 minutes home to the northwest side because we had a spot there too. It's just the epitome of laziness, man. It really was. But she still works there. It's a really cool building, man. It's the one straight in front of us. We'll pass by it. The merchandise mart is actually the largest, I don't know if it still is. At one point it was the largest square foot wise building in the world. I mean, for those who haven't been to Chicago, dude, this building literally takes up 2 square blocks of real estate. It has its own zip code. Like, it's huge. I think it's something like 13, maybe more, I don't know. It's pretty high for what it is too, and it's a cool building, man. Oh shit. Oh, I'm a dick. I'm a huge dick. We're alright. Sometimes you gotta do it to him, right? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Crap. Yeah, man, so this is the mart. Hell yeah, dude. Love coming around here, driving by the mart. It's a beautiful building. They do art on the mart sometimes. It's like a giant projection screen. It's pretty cool. So yeah, man, without further ado, I'm gonna wrap it up there. So, you know, get out there and ride. enjoy the day, and I'll talk to you guys later.